What will happen if a Viking and a ninja fight? Who will win? The Viking had been walking through the fog for a long time. He didn't know how many hours had passed. The sun had disappeared, and the familiar landmarks were gone. Beneath his feet was damp earth. The grass stuck to his boots. The Viking stopped and slowly looked around. There were only trees around, identical, tall, and dark. He realized he had lost his way. He gripped the handle of his axe, not out of fear, but out of habit. In such places, a warrior's instincts awaken before reason. He moved on, delving deeper into the forest, where the fog grew thicker and the silence pressed heavier. He did not know that this forest was not empty. A ninja lived here. The ninja sensed him immediately. That is how animals feel a foreign presence. The vibration of the ground, the sound of steps, the disruption of the usual rhythm. He did not descend to the ground. He watched from above, among the branches, motionless, like a part of the tree. The Viking walked slowly, carefully looking around. His armor was heavy but reliable. An axe capable of splitting a shield hung over his shoulder. In its sheath was a sword for close combat. In his left hand, he held a shield, marked by traces of old battles. He was strong and enduring, accustomed to direct combat, to screams, blood, and an open opponent. The ninja was different. He did not move until it was necessary. His katana was light and sharp. Shurikens were hidden in his sleeve. Mini knives were ready to throw. Smoke bombs hung from his belt. He did not intend to fight fairly. He intended to win. He moved among the trees almost unnoticed, jumping from branch to branch and choosing the best angle for observation. He saw the Viking stop, saw his shoulders tense, saw him begin to sense that he was being watched, but could not figure out from where. The Viking stopped again. He felt danger but did not see the enemy. His breathing deepened. He took a step forward. At that moment, the ninja decided that the time had come. Movement burst out of the fog, fast, sharp, almost imperceptible. The mini knives flew toward the Viking, but the Viking reacted instantly. His body moved before his mind. He spun sharply and raised his shield. Metal clashed against metal. The knives bounced off and fell into the grass. The Viking froze. He understood one thing. He was not alone here. The ninja did not reveal himself. He remained a shadow. The ninja moved between the trees easily and silently, dissolving into the gray mist and appearing in it again, but always out of sight. He passed by the Viking, slipped to the side, almost brushing past him, and disappeared again. To defend himself, he began swinging the axe around. Left, right. Wide, powerful strikes, cutting through the air and fog. He tried to reach the one circling nearby like a beast, but he could not see him. In the next moment, the fog seemed to tear apart. The ninja attacked sharply and directly, without warning. His movement was fast and precise. The katana flashed through the gray air and struck the Viking. He instantly raised his shield. The katana's blade struck the metal with a dull clang, and the vibration from the impact reverberated through his arm. The Viking immediately responded. He spun and swung the axe powerfully, but the ninja was already moving away. He dodged easily, almost playfully, leapt back, and landed softly, as if he weighed nothing. The fog closed in again between them, but this time they both could see each other. The Viking straightened. Now he knew who he was fighting. They began the battle. The ninja moved first, fast, sharp. He shifted sideways, disappeared for a fraction of a second, and appeared again, changing distance and angle of attack. His movements were light and precise. Suddenly, almost simultaneously with another shift, the ninja threw mini knives. They flew from his hand one by one. Metal sliced through the air. The Viking heard the whistle and reacted instantly. He raised the shield, turned his body to cover himself. Another rush. The ninja threw knives again, but this time differently. The Viking did not have time to fully block. A couple of blades passed through the fog and pierced his shoulder and arm. The metal went deep, the pain was sharp, burning. His arm weakened for a moment, and the shield dropped lower. The Viking growled and stepped back. Blood slowly seeped through his armor. The ninja noticed it immediately. He did not hesitate for a second. A wounded opponent, a moment not to be missed. He instantly closed the distance, burst from the fog, and attacked. The katana flashed before the Viking's eyes and swung in an arc, aimed precisely at his torso. The Viking gathered the remaining strength and met the blow. And then the Viking did something the ninja did not expect. He sharply thrust his leg forward. The strike hit directly in the chest. Strong, heavy, straight. The ninja did not have time to fully evade. He was thrown back, his body flew several steps, and with a dull thud, crashed into a tree trunk. Perhaps a few bones cracked, perhaps one broke. He did not check. He simply got up, slowly, enduring the pain, and disappeared again among the trees, as if the forest itself had hidden him from the enemy's gaze. The Viking slowly moved forward, exiting the dense trees onto an open clearing in the very center of the forest. Here there was more light, less fog, nowhere to hide. He stopped in the middle of the open space and turned, holding his shield in front and axe at the ready. He waited. He stopped trying to attack first and took a stance, simply waiting for the ninja's move. The ninja advanced, moving from side to side, trying to find a weak spot. Then the Viking took a small step, and in the moment he shifted, his left shoulder was exposed. The ninja did not waste a second. He lunged forward sharply and struck with the katana directly into the Viking's shoulder. The blade sank deep, piercing muscle and bone. The pain was sharp and instant, but the Viking acted instinctively. With his left hand, he grabbed the ninja's hand, holding the katana, and forcefully raised his axe. One powerful strike hit precisely the ninja's hand and torso, and the opponent was split in two. The Viking breathed heavily, his shoulder bleeding, but he stood, holding his axe, looking at the defeated enemy. The battle was over. He sank heavily to the ground, breathing raggedly, his body tired, wounds from the fight aching in nearly every muscle. He allowed himself a brief rest, leaning against a tree and closing his eyes for a moment. How was the fight? Who would win, in your opinion, the Viking or the ninja? Who else would you like to see in a video? Write a comment.